Example number 4. The weekly wages of the some workers are given and downside the number of workers are given. The data is like this. 15 workers have the weekly wages in between 0 to 2000. 35 workers have the weekly wages 2000 to 4000. 50 workers have weekly wages in between 4000 to 6000 rupees, and 20 workers have the weekly wages in between 6000 to 8000. So you have to find out the mean wages. So I will solve this example by assume mean method, by step deviation method, not assume mean method. I will solve this by the step deviation method. By any method you will solve, but you have to for reducing the calculations you have to use the step deviation method. Then I will say that here I will write in the first column classes, here class mark, here deviation, here UI, here FI, and here you have to find out the FI into UI. So I will write the class 0 to 2000 rupees, 2000 to 4000, 4000 to 6000, 6000 to 8000. After that you have to find out the class mark, upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Class mark of the first class is 1000, class mark of the second class is 3000, class mark of the third class is 5000, class mark of this class is 7000. Once you will find out the class mark, from the class mark you have to assume one of the class mark. So I will assume this 5000 as A. If once I will assume this 5000 as A, you will assume this 3000 as A, otherwise 7000 as A. Any class mark you have to assume as A, but middle one you have to assume. So I will assume this A as 5000. Then after that you have to find out the DI. DI is equal to XI minus A. DI is equal to XI minus 5000. Means XI, this 1000 minus 5000 is equal to minus 4000. 3000 minus 5000 is equal to 3000 minus 5000 is equal to minus 2000. 5000 minus 5000 is equal to 0. This 7000 minus 5000 is equal to 2000. And you have to find from this DI, you have to find out the greatest common divisor G. Which one is greatest common divisor? This 2000 is the greatest common divisor. So I will say that G is equal to 2000. Then you have to find out UI. UI is equal to DI upon G. Means this DI, this one is DI. Minus 4000 upon 2000 is equal to minus 2. Minus 2000 upon 2000 is equal to minus 1. 0 upon 2000 is equal to 0. And 2000 upon 2000 is equal to 1. Once you will find out UI, then you have to write the frequency. Frequency of the first class is 15, second class is 35, third class is 50, fourth class is 20. Then you have to find out the sum of the FI. Sum of the FI means you have to do the sum of all the FI. 15 plus 35 plus 50 plus 20 is equal to 120. Then you have to find out the FI into UI. FI into UI. This one is FI, this one is UI. 15 multiplied by minus 2 is equal to minus 30. 35 multiplied by minus 1 is equal to minus 35. This 15 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. 20 multiplied by 1 is equal to 20. Both the terms are negative. Add their magnitude and give the sum the negative side. Sum of these two terms will come minus 65. Sum of these two terms will come 20. Minus 65 plus 20 is equal to minus 45. So sum of FI UI is equal to minus 45. Once you will get the sum of FI UI, sum of FI, at that time it is very easy to find out the mean by step deviation method. So I will say that mean is equal to A plus sum of FI UI upon sum of FI into G. So A is 5000 plus this sum of FI UI is minus 45. Sum of FI is 120 multiplied by G is 2000. You have to put the value. I will give the division of 4. 4 5s are 4 50s are 200 and 4 3s are 12. And this becomes 5000 minus 45 into 50 upon 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 15s are 45 and 15 50s are 750. So 5000 minus 750 is equal to 4250. Therefore, mean weekly wages is 4250. In this way, by the step deviation method, I calculated the mean weekly wages of the workers at 4,250 rupees. In this way, you have to find out the mean wages of the workers by the step deviation method. I think you understand all these things. Write these things in the classwork notebook. Thank you.